Good morning, my friends, and welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Take back your roar. I am your intuitive tarot girl, and it is Sunday. Sunday. Wasn't that for wrestling years ago in the 80s? When wrestling was wrestling? Wrestling. I'm gonna wrestle you. Okay. So I'm just being guided to come on and share a message. I don't know what's gonna come through. I don't know. I'm feeling that this is an energy that we're maybe sitting in right now. Okay, so I feel I'm gonna. Okay, let me get in my position here. So before I started the read, I got this feeling of energy for today and what it is that you need to take with you forward into the rest of the week. So that's kind of like the energy, the intention of where this read is gonna go. Just clearing the space. I do love the smell of my sage. I love the way it makes the room smell so pretty, but it also clears out the energy. I'm releasing anything that I've held on to for it came in contact with, just letting it all go and allowing love and abundance in and appreciating and being very grateful for everything that I go through, everything I get to experience, every challenge, every lesson, these reads, my guides, trusting my guides. Oh my goodness. Like, I feel sometimes like I'm crazy because it's like, like, it just, I don't know. Yeah, I just feel this energy of like excited, like anxiety. Maybe some of you are feeling a little anxious about something because all of a sudden I'm wanting to stutter as soon as I pick up the cards. Um, let's see what just comes out. So all of a sudden I got this like silenced. So maybe you're anxious about saying something. Maybe you are kind of holding something back because there's something you want to say. There's more. Like I'm all of a sudden I'm getting this like excitement feeling in my chest, and it's coming up to my like moving into my chin. So it's kind of like it's things are coming together. Maybe you're getting excited to say. Maybe there's a conversation that you're gaining the balls to say. I don't know. I'm just going with them. Just gonna go with it. Say what comes to mind and just let the cards fly as they hit the floor. So the decks that I am using, just give me 1 second, is okay. So it's a mixed deck. It's the Psychic Tarot and the Traveler's Journey or something. So the card that flew out on the floor is Joy and Delight. Open your heart to joy. So could be the excitement. This could be a beginning of something. This could be something that you've been like, maybe there's something that you've done over the weekend that has brought you to this place of like, okay, now I'm ready to step in and move forward towards what it is that makes me happy. Maybe for some there could be this energy that you were in that has been kind of keeping you stuck, and you've been slowly trying to get yourself out of it, and then all of a sudden something happened and in your mind it just went boom, and it's like, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore. I am ready to let this go. This isn't meant for me. This isn't giving me what I need or what I want. This is bringing me stress. It's bringing me conflict. It's bringing me chaos. It's bringing me this anxiety, right? And I feel that for some, you have hit that point in your mind. Something triggered. I feel like something is triggered over the weekend, personally, in your mind. Not like, but something has triggered. You have come to some kind of realization, and that realization brought you to where you need to be aligned and be present and start living for now, right? That is the joy and the delight. You are beginning to feel the opening of your heart of trying to mend, or trying, I don't even want to say trying to fix or trying to change, but like you're trying to change a situation, but you know that in order for you to change the situation, you need to trust yourself first. The change needs to come in you. You can't change anybody in your outer world. You can change them by the way you've changed yourself, because when you change yourself internally, the way you speak, the way you act, the way you react, the way you deal with things is completely different. And people see that, obviously, you know, like it's on the outside. It's not like you're hiding it when you're reacting in the sense of being truthful to yourself, and other people see that, and then they're like, they reflect too, right? Like every person you deal with, you know, they have their inner voice too. They have their demons, they have their shadows. They do just the same thing as you do. You know, it's just how you deal with it is different, and a lot of the times we don't know how, right? And that's when how we get stuck. But that moment that you've had over this weekend has opened you up to something new for yourself, your feeling of your inner self, because you're beginning to feel like you're ready to take on the world. Just give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I feel that this is a really new beginning. I really truly do. I feel like this awakening, this moment, this time, and you know when it was. You know what the thoughts were. You know what you were thinking. You know what you were saying to yourself at that time when it was like, oh, you know, and by letting go of this situation, this person, this energy, these little bits of realization that you've been going through has just been like cutting it off slowly, you know, making it a little less part of you. And now it's like you've taken that sword and you went, okay, I've done every little bit that I needed to do to get right now. This is the last piece. And you just go, boom. And that sword, when it dropped and it cut through that energy and it gave it back to them and brought your energy back to you, just puts you in this place. Like, I just feel this like awakening, this feeling of getting it. You know what I mean? Okay, so I am going to just kind of go with the flow. I don't have a whole lot of time today, unfortunately, but okay, so this joy and delight, this opening your heart is clearing your past and allowing your present to heal. You have found a safe place within yourself. Okay, you are seeing that all of those things that you needed to let go of, by releasing those, you are purifying the energy that comes towards you, the emotions that come towards you, because you're purifying within yourself. You're beginning to speak good of yourself. You're beginning to live for yourself in the moment, right? So the cards that came up was rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. Cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life force. Okay, so from the ground we grow up. The lotus flower. I really truly do appreciate the lotus, the meaning behind the lotus flower of going from the muddy depths of the bottom of a swamp. You know, like how far down do those seeds go before they could reach the sky? I think a lotus flower takes, I want to say a few years or a year. Like, it doesn't just pop up just that easy. It's taken over time for it to grow into this lily pad to create this beautiful flower. And from the muddy depths, we have to learn from there. We have to start there. That's where all the nutrients and the growth begins, is in the ground. So when we finally decide and cut through all of the shit and get through all of the seaweed and make our way to the top and allow that flower to emerge, that is us opening ourselves up to spiritual source. Absolutely 100%. This is us finding sanctuary in who we are. We had to experience all of these lessons, all of these challenges, all of these changes, all of the chaos and the mental, uncertainty. But we're meant to do that, and we are meant to learn why. Understand why. Understand the lesson. The challenges are our lessons. And when we understand the lesson, when we finally get the thing that says, okay, I get it now. I'm not going to keep doing this because every time I do this, this is what happens. And, it's like that mental clarity of knowing that you have done all of the work. And you know what? I'm not going to say all of the work, because I'll tell you, it's never ending. Okay, we have lotus flowers popping through the muddy waters all the time. We are meant to have more than one lesson in life. We are meant to experience. We are meant to go through difficult challenges so that when we overcome these challenges, that feeling of joy and powerfulness is what we thrive for more, which keeps us moving towards being connected with ourselves, with our beliefs, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to take from a different deck. I heard. Take from a different deck because the hubby's out fishing. He's going to be home soon, which will bring in my dogs to go crazy. So I'm trying to sneak. I'm not sneaking, but squeak this read in. So it's going to be kind of quick, but that's okay because I'm feeling a really great energy off of this. So for some, this could be in regards to a work situation, a money situation, because I have the woman holding a coin. Oh my God. Door to value and cornucopia. Hello, this is all about abundance. These 3 energy cards is all about clearing out all of that bullshit. That shit that you've gone through, that aha moment that you've had, that awakening, that feeling, that energy that you have inside of you right now, from understanding, from maybe you've overcome a boundary. You know, maybe you've set some boundaries with somebody. Maybe you've took that small step to overcome a tiny little fear, and you feel that powerful rush in you. That powerful rush, that feel good, that's that feeling of putting your shoulders back, holding your head high, and opening yourself to love and joy. That moment, that feeling, this right now is what is bringing everything that is beautiful to you. You know, it's opening you up to see your value. It's opening up for you to allow other people to see your value, not just yourself, right? When you share your value with others, it just brings beauty around you. You know, we're meant to share. We're meant to give. We're not meant to hang on to it. So whatever this is, whatever this process that you've been going through, there goes my dog. It's bringing you abundance, okay? Abundance in love, abundance in wealth, abundance in health, abundance in, love for yourself, mainly, because you have to have that love for yourself. Like I can say it a million times, and I still, to this day, like I felt it last night. Like it was so weird. Like I just, all of a sudden I felt just so small, and I felt not very good about myself. Like I was just talking really bad in my mind, and it's like, but then I'm like, okay, no, like it's a constant battle all of the time. Nobody's perfect. It's never not going to stop. It's never not going to happen. It's always going to be there. Okay, so I'm going to cut this here, and I want to thank you for everybody, because unfortunately when she gets going, she doesn't know when to stop. And yeah, so this energy that you're going into this week is opening you up to so much more. I will be really surprised if something happens for you that you have been wanting for so long, and all of a sudden, boom, it's right there on your doorstep, and you're like, oh my God, I never thought it was going to happen. But when you let go of that mindset, that shit energy that you've been hanging on to, and let this energy open yourself up and be a part of your daily routine, try to keep yourself in this, okay? Try to keep yourself in this great frame of mind. Instead of when you're hearing yourself talk bad about you or you find yourself reflecting on the situation that you've been rejecting, letting go, cutting away from you, say to yourself, no, Sarah, we're not doing this today. Today it's all about me, and it's all about what makes me happy. And tell yourself, I love you. You're an amazing person. Just changing those little thoughts in your mind with those positive ones, I'll tell you, like, I know it's all over the place and you hear it all the time, but when you actually do it, and like, you don't have to stare in the mirror for 50 minutes a day. Just change. When you have that one negative thought that you feel that yourself being triggered by, say to yourself, no, not right now, not right now. And think of something good. Tell yourself something nice. Say, tell somebody that you love their jacket, or you love their shoes. When you can make another person feel good, it makes you feel good. And when you feel good, you can't feel bad, right? It's true. It's so true. I've tried, but it doesn't work. You can have that thought, but if you want to stay in that thought, you're going to stay in that thought. You're not going to be happy. But if you're happy and you go in that thought and you're like, no, I don't want to stay in that thought, and you go back to being happy, you're happy. It's either or. And we're the ones that decide. You know, even when somebody pisses us off, they could piss us off and we can be angry. But do you want to stay angry for the rest of the day and feel like shit and have a headache and have gut pain? No, probably not. Is it worth all of that pain and suffering and shitty feeling? No, probably not. It's probably just somebody having a moment like you do, you know, but the difference is you're going to know how to get out of that moment and not stay in their energy, right? Because when you redirect your mind and say, okay, wait a minute, no, this is yours, you can have it. You know, you might be angry at me, but I know the truth, and the truth is what matters, and you don't need to fight for it because it makes you feel good because you know you're being honest, right? Such a tricky world we live in. Like, dealing with people, situations, relationships, it's so tricky. Ourselves. Like, you know, like it's crazy how we just create how we are by just making thoughts in our mind. It's crazy. You know, it creates our illnesses, our physical ailments, everything. Everything. And it's just by a thought. You know? You change your thought, you change your feeling, and you change your life. It's absolutely it's just crazy. The crazy part of it to me is how we find it so freaking difficult to do. It is the hardest thing in life, I find, to really trust and love and be kind to yourself. But the little steps are what's important. The recognizing what's important. The opening up, the aligning, the being proud of who you are and accepting all of what you've done and experienced. Because if you didn't do that, you wouldn't be who you are today. And who you are today is a fucking amazing person. So, you know, you had to go through that in order to be where you are, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. It's all about understanding, right? Okay, I could go on for hours and hours and hours, but I have birthday cake to make today. I'm going to attempt to make a birthday cake. Okay, my friends, I want to thank you all so much for your energy. I truly appreciate your time. If you resonated with this video, you enjoyed it, go ahead, hit like, subscribe, share with your friends even, really, you know, because there could be something in here that, you know, a family member or a friend you know is going through a hard time and it may be able to help them. By all means, share away. You know, that's what we're here to do, is to give value. And when we give value, the good comes in. All right, you guys all have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will share again soon. All right, take care, my friends. Bye-bye.